J.D. Salinger died last week, famous author of Catcher in the Rye. He is truly the last of the great literary figures of his generation, save one, Gore Vidal. Gore Vidal alone remains. So many have passed away. Capote, Mailer, Updike, Williams, Miller. But Gore Vidal, as a man of letters, does truly stand alone. It is not just his reputation as a novelist, essayist, playwright, and screenwriter. It is his consummate skill as a historian that will remain his greatest achievement. But that will take time. When Vidal does eventually pass away, his work will be seen in a different light. And as time moves on, it will be his prescience that people most admire and perhaps are even astonished by. Vidal is seen as a crank in some quarters, bitter and anti-American in others. But the truth is he knows as much or more about American history as any living person today. And he rarely says it, but he does love this country and its heritage. What Gore Vidal has seen that others missed is the tragic shift our government took after World War II. Becoming a country perpetually at war with someone, either a hot or cold war, but perpetually at war with someone, that led to huge defense budgets and the military-industrial complex that President Eisenhower warned against at the end of his final term as president. Post-World War II America has also brought us the CIA and a constant involvement in the world's affairs, from Korea to Vietnam to Iran-Contra to Iraq and Afghanistan. That has not only left us less secure, but also bankrupt, much the same as the Soviet Union became bankrupt in the late 1980s. We are now a huge debtor nation that produces almost nothing and insatiably consumes everything. The American citizen cannot have universal health care because the health insurance industry controls many of our politicians. And we cannot stay out of the Middle East because we are too dependent on the oil there. And we can't rein in our military and our military budgets because our military is an economic necessity that both drains us and keeps us employed. A shift, a transition is happening. It is in our midst today. It is a huge final reckoning of what has happened in the last 60 years in this country. A bloated, bankrupt America dependent on Asian powers, unable to provide even health care for its citizens, and unable to stay out of other nations' business. Gore Vidal predicted it all, and someday he will be vindicated, and then honored for the courage and intelligence it took to first find and then tell the truth about American history.